I was just up in Canada, which is a great trip. Whenever you go somewhere, people tell you what you have to do there, and in Canada, it's poutine. Everyone's like, oh, you have to eat the poutine. I didn't know what that was. That sounds filthy, doesn't it? I was like, eat the poutine. Can I just try kissing a girl first?
We've traveled coast to coast to bring you the best comics in America, and guess what? They're all women. It's time for the ladies who make laughs. Welcome to Laughs. I'm your host, Taylor Tomlinson, and as you may have noticed, I am a woman, which shouldn't matter at all. Except for tonight, because it's the Ladies Who Make Laughs special. I've gathered my favorite female comics who are just murdering the comedy scene right now. So take a seat, dudes. We got this one.
I want to know, are there any former hoes in the house tonight? Any former enemy? Thank you, ma'am. Yes. Thank you. Always one honest person. The rest of you are a bunch of liars, okay? Because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I used to be a little wild back in the day myself, okay? I was not a home wrecker, but I would crack the hell out of a foundation, all right? Yeah. That's right. I used to tell people, I'll take your man and I'll bring him back because I have to go to work tomorrow. I don't have time to be ruining any happy homes. I actually almost got married. I was engaged for a really long time, and then we set a date for me to move out of his house. So, you know, this is where I am right now. And I missed the attention of when I was engaged because people were really nice to me. And this is what I learned. I learned that young white girls love marriage, okay? One of my friends got really happy when she found out. And she was like, oh my God. She was like, where are you getting married? And I was like, is that a dog whistle? Stop screeching. And I said, you know what? I'll probably get married in Atlanta because that's where I live. And then she was like, no. I know a beautiful place in South Georgia, and it is the most awesome, beautiful plantation. No. You are a bad white friend. But then she tried to sell me on the benefits, and she's like, during the cocktail hour, your guests can roam free. I am currently free. And then she goes, but here's the best part. They don't even throw rice, they throw cotton. No, ma'am. Like, I'm not gonna high five you. You just offered me the slave package.
I worked as a waitress in a strip club once. For me, stripping wasn't really an option because the only curves I have are from scoliosis. Plus, I'm cool with my dad. You know. But if you strip, you know, you do it to support a kid or get a degree, and those things are stupid. You know, and I don't consider myself sexy. I'm cute in like a prepubescent, I can keep a secret sort of way, you know. But when I went in to apply for the waitressing job, the manager was like, we're actually interviewing people tomorrow, so when you come back in, just make sure you look camera ready. And I was like, okay, camera ready, like just from the neck up? And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, you know, like, can I have grass in a forest, or do I need to pave paradise and put up a parking lot? You know what I'm saying? She's like, no, I don't know what you mean. I was like, can I save the rainforest, or do I need to endanger my species? You know what I mean? She's like, no, I don't know what you mean. I was like, can I let the Indians keep their land? Or do I need to give them some smallpox? You know what I'm saying? She's like, no, I don't know what you're saying. I was like, never mind, I'll shave.
I'm on every dating app. I've cast a very wide net. My new dating motto has become no man left behind. but I'm not good at them. I'm not good at them because you have to be kind of good at the witty banter back and forth where you get to know each other. And I always overdo it and throw in one little extra token of my personality and end up scaring the crap out of the guy. Like this one guy messaged me just last Friday, and he was a real catch, a gentleman. I could tell he looked through all 3 of my photos. He sends me a message, and he goes, wow, great teeth, nice smile, and all kinds of pretty hair. And I responded right away, and I said, wait till you see my balls. And in my head, it was honestly the cutest, wittiest thing I could have thrown at him at the time. Like, I was at home like, he's gonna eat this up. I'm screenshotting it and sending it to my friends, and he blocked me. Oh, it just hurts, you know? I wish if we could have one dating app, I wish that we could have like a Shazam of dating apps. If you don't know what Shazam is, it's an app, when you hear a song, you like, all you have to do is push a button. It tells you everything you need to know about the artist. I wish we could do that for dudes. So if I see a little hottie walking down the street, I can just be like, all right, okay. Shazam. Steve, 42, recently divorced, lives with his mom. Definitely not. Okay. Shazam. Marquez, 27, loves Ariana Grande, drinks mojitos. I'll introduce you to my friend Kevin. Also loves mojitos. Oh, okay. Shazam. Justin, 25, HBO Go account, hates butt stuff. Hi, I'm Becky.
So I was talking about the honeymoon before, you guys. As soon as we got back from the honeymoon, you guys, my husband was like, oh, I'm really glad that worked out. I was worried. Right? So I was like, oh my God, well, worried? Like we flew really far, we went halfway around the world, like a lot of flights, I get it, you were worried. And he's like, oh, no. I was worried because it was just gonna be me and you for 2 weeks, alone, 24/7. I'm glad it worked out. Right? I was like, I'm sorry, were you not at the wedding? Right? Like, till death do us part? Right? You can't treat this like a month-to-month thing. Right? This is a marriage, not a gym membership. Right? You know, I was like, listen, buddy, you just got in bed with Verizon. Right? Minimum 2 years until you even think about switching providers. You guys, what I can tell you, that love is not the Cinderella story that I was promised. Like, I was at a show recently, my husband was in the audience, I got off stage, and the waitress came over, and she was like, the gentleman over there sent you this. And I was like, what did he send? Right, champagne? Chocolate-covered strawberries? No, my husband sent me his leftover tater tots. Cold to the touch, hard cheese, leftover tater tots, right? This isn't a Cinderella story, right? This is like Shrek, right? Like, that's what that is. That's what that is. But somebody from the audience raised their hand and they were like, did you eat the tater tots? I felt like Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men, right? I was like, you're damn right I did.
Okay, we're starting to feel the girl power now, aren't you? Who's your favorite female comic? Mine, Maria Bamford. Let us know, tweet it out at Laughs TV Show or use the hashtag LaughsTV. Now let's get back to some laughs. Here's Liz Mealy.
I guess I'm trying the online thing. It's just, it's weird. Nobody tells you, it's weird. It's a weird place filled with weird people that say some weird stuff. Like, I professionally talk about myself for a living and I couldn't figure out how to write a profile about myself. All I wrote was that I had a cat and I did stand-up. That's it. Didn't matter, I got a message right away. It was like, you have a cat? I was like, yeah. He's like, I have 9 rats. I wrote back, we're not the same.
Okay, I think it's time for me to get in on this action. When we come back, I'll show you my favorite laugh set. Stick around, there are a lot more ladies coming up. Welcome back to the Ladies That Make Laughs episode. Oh, I bet Ellen and Roseanne are DVRing this one right now. I hope they're not fast forwarding through my parts. Hey Ellen, what's up?
Chicago's different. That's a city. I've been there a while, haven't been able to figure it out. 0 Republicans in Chicago, you guys. 0 Republicans yet. So many guns. Oh my God. Oh, it's the only town using guns to keep the NRA out. I read this article that said 47% of Chicago owns a handgun. So that means 53% own 2. And someone got stabbed in my neighborhood last week. It just confused everyone. They're like, what? Oh my God, who lost their gun? Tourists.
We good? I'm having a great day because my hair is cooperating. This is a grow out from a mess up. I'm sure every woman in here, every man has had that experience before. I went to the hairdresser. I had not many instructions. I was like, hey, just don't cut it too short, because if you cut it too short, it's gonna spike like a little Asian boy. That's not the look I'm going for. What does this bitch do? She cuts it too short. So now I start to cry and curse her out at the same time, because that's who I am. She looks at me and she goes, don't cry. You're so beautiful. You can pull anything off. Bitch, I didn't come here to challenge my face. What kind of customer service is that? It's cool. I constantly get people looking at me and go, oh, wow, you have such an interesting look. With the head tilt. White people do that to me all the time. Such an interesting look. I realize that's white people's way of going, oh, wow, what kind of Negro are you? You're not standard issue Negro.
You can relive this Girl Power episode and every episode of Laughs at our website, laughstvshow.com. Bookmark it. Make it your homepage. Heck, make it your screensaver. While you're at it, tape a picture of me to your monitor. Why not? I'm cute.
I did see a guy recently that was really cute, but when I got closer to him, I noticed, like, he had this huge cross around his neck, and I was just like, that's a red flag, I think. I mean, this thing was, like, really big and, like, bedazzled. I just feel like the bigger the cross, like, the more years spent behind bars. Was that wrong? Because I'm like, why do you need that much faith? I mean, I wear a cross. It's really small. It's like one night in jail. DUI. Me and Jesus, we bonded. But you see a guy with a huge cross around his neck, you're like, oh, he killed a bitch. Like something is going on because that thing looks heavy.
Is that it? Did we run out of female comics? No, we didn't. We have more coming up. Stick around. Welcome back to Laughs. This episode not only features all of our favorite women in stand-up comedy, it's also being produced by a female. Shout out to Hillary. Being edited by a female. Shout out to Samaria. And even shot by a female. Hey, Christy. Crushing it. Let's get back to the laughs.
I just saw an article about raising kids that tells me how hard it is to raise kids. There's an article every year that comes out on how to not leave your kid in the backseat of your car. And I swear to God, the first tip said, leave something important in the backseat of your car. Like what, a kid maybe? Like one of those? Didn't even mention a kid. It said, leave your purse or your iPhone or something you really care about in the backseat of your car. And maybe when you realize, oh my God, my iPhone, you'll realize, oh my God, Timmy, wow. Oh, this is a nightmare.
So a girlfriend of mine the other day was making fun of a girl we went to high school with, saying that she named her child an airbrush name. And I was laughing, and I thought that was funny because, you know, like something you'd see on like a license plate in like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, right, or Florida, and I was laughing until I realized that I have an airbrush name. Yeah, my name is Lace. That's right. It's not short for anything. It's not Lacey. It's just Lace. Yeah, you two could share a name with an original American Gladiator cast member. Yeah. If your mom was unsupervised after cheerleading practice. Yeah, that's what happens. I have this little fantasy about like why my parents had me so young, and I like to tell myself that it wasn't just because they were good-looking, horny teenagers. down in Warner Robins, Georgia, getting it on in a 1975 Gremlin that my dad painted with house paint. That's not why I'm here. No, it's because my mom had a plan. She could see the future. She was like, listen here, David. One day we're going to have a daughter named Lace, and she's going to find herself broke and childless in her early 30s as a has-been beauty queen bartender, pursuing her big dream of being a stand-up comedian and in living rooms and barbecue restaurants all over the country in front of tens of people at a time. So here, honey, hold my pom-poms, help me get out this cheerleading uniform. We're gonna breed ourselves a winner. Yeah, it's not a big fantasy, but it's mine.
See clips and connect with the comedy community on our Facebook page. It only has women on it. That's a lie, there are dudes too. But those dudes have moms. Probably, so that counts. Stick around, the ladies who make laughs aren't done yet. Welcome back to the Ladies That Make Laughs special. Now, we couldn't fit all of the funny women into this episode, but wow, are we trying. Let's get to it.
I'm an only child, and my mom obsesses when I spend time with her. She loves it. She turns into like Lord of the Ring Golem on me, just like, my precious, I loving you. Oh, I loving you so much. I don't care how old she is, I love you. Oh. But if things don't go her way, she throws in the guilt trip. She's like, oh, you're gonna go out with your friends instead of staying at home watching Netflix and chill with me? Okay, go. Just know one day I'll be dead. God, that's horrible. She does this thing. Every time I'm sick, she comes up with a reason why I'm sick. My mom does this to me. I'll just have a cough. I'll be like, I tell you why you're sick right now. You went to the gym, no jacket on, that's one. You walk barefoot in kitchen, that's two. You eat crap McDonald's. I don't know what the hell you eat. You don't listen to your mother, that's why you're sick. I'm like, Mom, it's flu season. Everybody's sick. She's like, oh, everybody's sick? How come I'm not sick? You know why I'm not sick? Because I don't talk back to my mother. Yeah, you don't catch cold. You catch disrespect from your American friends. You know what you do when you talk back to me? You know what you sound like? Huh? You sound lesbian. Like, Mom, what's wrong with being lesbian? Nothing. At least lesbian has partner. Go have fun with your life.
Oh, man. I moved here from Oklahoma to Los Angeles. And there's some things that, like, in Oklahoma is in the middle of the Bible Belt, and I went to Sunday school when I was there every week. And one of the last times I was there, I remember we were talking about real-life experiences with guardian angels. Okay? And this 16-year-old girl in my class, I'll never forget, she raised her hand. She's like, oh, my God, I have a story like that. One time I was driving home, and it started raining, and I skidded off the road, and I started heading toward a really steep ditch. If I would have hit it, I would have flipped for sure, but something stopped me. I got out of the car, and there were muddy handprints all over the hood. Not a soul around. It's my guardian angel. And everybody in the class was like, praise Jesus. And I was just like, hey, so you saw muddy handprints on the hood of your car, and then you were like, angels, and then you just got back in and drove off? Like, was that a miracle, or was it manslaughter? Did you even check the road for body parts? Did you check your grill for an actual grill? I'm just wondering. Why is everybody okay with this? What is going on? You know what's crazy, though? That same girl, like, years later, she watched a video of me doing stand-up online, and then she commented underneath it, maybe you should go to Sunday school to correct your bad language. I was like, well, maybe you should go to jail because there's no statute of limitations on murder. I know what you did. You killed a man. You killed a man in 98. You guys have been awesome. Thank you.
Okay, that's the show. How great were those female comics? We are out here proving it's not just a boys' club. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, transgender, or undeclared. Funny is just funny, and we'll keep proving that every week, right here on Laughs. We'll see you next time. You're not just gonna watch and run, are you? Come on, what are you doing? Hit like to show some love. Or better yet, hit subscribe, and then I'll let you know when we post even more awesomeness. All right? Go ahead, do it. Hit it and then quit it.